We bless the wine. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Prince Melech haolam. Borei peri hagafen. Borei peri hagafen. Borei peri hagafen. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai lai lai. Now the spices. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Borei minei v'samim. Borei minei v'samim. Borei minei v'samim. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai lai lai. Now the candle. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Borei me'orei ha'esh. Borei me'orei ha'esh. Borei me'orei ha'esh. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Hamavdil ben kodesh lecho. Hamavdil ben kodesh lecho. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Everybody take a sip of your wine.
Hamavdil ben kodesh
Kodesh lecho, chatoteinu yimcho. Zar'einu v'chaspeinu, yarbechacho, v'chacho chavim, balayla. Listen to the fire. Hanani, Eliyahu, HaTishbi, Eliyahu, Eliyahu, Eliyahu HaDiyani, Bimhera le'amenu, Yahweh Eloheinu, B'Mashiach
Shavuot Tov, Shavuot Tov, Shavuot Tov, Shavuot Tov. A week of peace, may gladness reign and joy increase. A good week, a week of peace, may gladness reign and joy increase. Shavuot Tov, 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 Shavuot Tov. This is the day, it's whispering new beginnings, the sun shining over us as we journey on our way. These are our dreams that fill our lives with blessing. The angels are by our side till the breaking of the day. May you be blessed with strength to struggle with your dreams. May the angels surround you and shelter you from above. May you bless the world with goodness and with mercy. May you bless the world with your open heart filled with love. This is the day, it's whispering new beginnings, the sun shining over us as we journey on our way. These are our dreams that fill our lives with blessings. The angels are by our side till the breaking of the day. May you see the light in every living soul. We are His angels in disguise. May you have the courage to forgive and start again. May you see the holiness that's in our eyes. This is the day, it's whispering new beginnings, the sun shining over us as we journey on our way. These are our dreams that fill our lives with blessings. The angels are by our side as we breaking of the day. This is the day, 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 this is the day.
I love that song. I love that song, This is the Day. So welcome, everybody. Shavuot Tov. It's so great to be here with you. I don't know about you, but I've been looking forward to this evening, to getting a chance to sing together and celebrate the amazing legacy of Debbie Friedman and her music. And not only is this special night because we are honoring Debbie, but we have Dr. Artie Gummer here with us, who just really lived her music and just brings her spirit and her soul into this room. And it's always a pleasure for me to get to sing with you, Artie. I'm really excited that you're here with us tonight. And for those of you also in the room, we are very present with you. Even though we know that there's a screen, but really it is like you are right here with us and we are right here with you. So I always say, we can hear you. So sing along, please. You have a song sheet that is pinned in the Facebook feed. Feel free to comment and give a shout out to everybody, say hello, share where you're listening from. We definitely want to hear you. If you have any memories of Debbie, please share them as well. And you'll probably hear some new things and some old things, just like last night. And I want to take a moment just to share a quick memory of mine. And by the way, of course, I have to introduce Mark Feinberg, who is behind the cameras, making us all look beautiful, and of course, Stephen Blick, who is running all of our tech and our sound, and making us look and sound great also. So this song you just heard, This Is the Day. Well, I was a little second-year student just back from Israel at Cantorial School in HUC in New York. And Debbie happened to have been the composer in residence that year. She was really working with the third years. So I didn't get to spend a lot of time with her, but I did get to spend a little bit. And I remember we had a huge concert with Debbie that year at Central Synagogue. And one of the things that we were doing is recording some of her music. So we recorded this song, This Is the Day. A little later, you'll hear When People. We also recorded that. And I just remember being in this ginormous recording studio with my colleagues, my classmates. And she was just in the center, and she just had all of this magic around her. And it was just so special. And so that is one of my earliest memories of being around this master who I had, just begun to really be exposed to a few years prior to that, before Cantorial School. So that is my first memory. So we're going to keep singing a little bit, and we'll talk a little bit more. Yes.
Why don't we go back? I skipped a song by mistake.
So Hallelujah.
Yeah, we'll do the Hallelujah.
Yeah, okay.
We do that at Shabbat services most weeks, and so you know it. It was featured on her At the Dell concert album, so you know it.
Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah,
Very nice. So for the next song, I'm actually changing guitars. I'm doing this for a very specific reason. I first met Debbie at the time it was the UAHC camp, the Union for American Hebrew Congregations. It's now the URJ. It was the leadership camp at Kutz, New York. And it was actually in Warwick, New York. It was Kutz Camp. And Debbie was the song leader that year. I was there on Song and Dance Leadership Institute, which was sort of a precursor to Havdalah Shira. And Song and Dance was a several-week institute, and Debbie was one of the the people that taught us. Interestingly, she was one of the only people. Debbie was not a very big person, but she had a big Martin 12-string guitar, and she's one of the only song leaders I know that actually used a 12-string guitar. For various reasons, song leaders didn't like using 12-string guitars because they went out of tune a lot, but she used that big Martin 12-string. It was probably twice the size of her, and in honor of that, I thought I would use this 12-string for this song. The words, Im titzu ein zo agada lihiot am choshi be'artzenu be'eretz Zion Yerushalayim, written by Theodore Herzl. If you will it, it is no dream to be free and live in our land, the land of Zion, Yerushalayim. And by the way, she wrote the words, the melody, in a very specific way, and it has been changed a little bit, but Cantor and I are going to do it the way she wrote it.
Im tirtzu, ein zo agada, ein zo agada, lihiot am choshi be'artzenu, be'eretz Zion, Yerushalayim. Im tirtzu, ein zo agada, ein zo agada, lihiot am choshi be'artzenu, be'eretz Zion, Yerushalayim. Im tirtzu, ein zo agada, ein zo agada, lihiot am choshi be'artzenu, be'eretz Zion, Yerushalayim. Im tirtzu, im tirtzu.
I think it was written in 1970 or 71, Im tirtzu.
So how's the other way they sing it? Im tirtzu, right?
Right.
And so I have another story. And this is, I'll remind everybody when we get to Oseh Shalom, she's very peculiar. And there's a way, right? Like I heard through the grapevine, don't ever sing her songs the other way, that you think you might know it. She really wanted you to sing what she wrote. And I always think of that every time we do Im tirtzu, when we do Oseh Shalom at the end. I'll bring it back to.
Okay, another song we're going to sing V'nomar Lefanav. And this one, we're going to change it up. Each verse we're going to go up one note. You'll get it. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
V'nomar lefanav shira chadasha, v'nomar lefanav shira chadasha, v'nomar lefanav shira chadasha, v'nomar lefanav shira chadasha. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
Going up.
V'nomar lefanav shira hadasha. V'nomar lefanav shira hadasha. V'nomar lefanav shira hadasha. V'nomar lefanav shira hadasha.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Going up. V'nomar lefanav shira hadasha.
V'nomar lefanav
shira hadasha. V'nomar lefanav shira hadasha. V'nomar lefanav shira hadasha. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Really nice.
That one's super fun. That's from the Haggadah. V'nomar lefanav shira chadasha. Before you meaning Adonai, we will sing a new song. And we are just about 10 days into the new year. It's time for a new song. It's definitely time for a new song. And not too much later after that in the Torah, we hear our El Narafanala, Moses' prayer for healing for Miriam. So we have a little medley coming up. Artie medley special.
Do that again.
Tehilot, Rosebella. Nora Tehilot, Rosebella. Nora Tehilot, Rosebella. And the women dancing with their timbrels followed Miriam as she sang her song. Sing a song to the one whom we've exalted. Miriam and the women dance and dance all night long. And Miriam, the weaver of unique variety, the tapestry she wove was one which sang our history. With every strand and every thread she crafted her delight. A woman touched with spirit, she dances toward the light. And the women dancing with their timbrels followed Miriam as she sang her song. Sing a song to the one whom we've exalted. Miriam and the women dance and dance the whole night long. When Miriam stood upon the shores and gazed across the sea, the wonder of this miracle she soon came to believe. Whoever thought the sea would part with an outstretched hand, and we would pass to freedom, march to the promised land.
Let's pick it up a little, here we go.
And the women dancing with their timbrels followed Miriam as she sang her song. Sing a song to the one that we've exalted. Miriam and the women dance and dance all night long. And Miriam, the prophet, took her timbrel in her hand, and all the women followed her just as she had planned. And Miriam raised her voice in song, she sang with praise and might. We've just lived through a miracle, we're going to dance tonight.
Here we go, 2 times.
And the women dancing with their timbrels followed Miriam as she sang her song. Sing a song to the one whom we've exalted. Miriam and the women dance and dance the whole night long. And the women dancing with their timbrels followed Miriam as she sang her song. Sing a song to the one whom we've exalted. Miriam and the women dance and dance the whole night long. The whole night long. The whole night long. The whole night long. Yeah.
So that first summer when I met Debbie, and then a couple years later when I did some song leading at the UHC camp in Great Barrington, Massachusetts, the Joseph Eisner Camp for Living Judaism. That summer I song led with now cantor Jeff Klepper. At the time he was a budding song leader, and he later went on to form a group called the Setter with Dan Friedlander. They came up with beautiful songs. One of them that we sing quite often, Shalom Rav, but they have a whole set of songs that are beautiful. But that summer is when I learned In Tier 2, and a couple summers later, in 1975, I was then working as a song leader for BBYO. I was doing their international camp and doing some conventions across the country, and I ended up in Shreveport, Louisiana, at the District 7 DLTC, District Leadership Training Camp, and that's where I met, at the time, a girl who later became my wife, and I was talking to her yesterday, and she reminded me that's the convention where she learned Thou Shalt Love and the Im Tier 2, and it was Bershert that I would eventually, 7 or 8 years later, ended up marrying Sherry, my beautiful wife, and she's been through a lot of song leading with me.
Oh, that's so sweet. I love you. Had to go all the way to Shreveport, Louisiana.
Shreveport Centenary College.
Wow. Wow.
That's something to sing to God about. Sing unto God, sing a new song, oh sing praises to God, give thanks to God with a song, oh sing praises unto the one above. Rejoice in the Lord, all ye righteous, and cry out to the Lord with joy, sing out from your hearts, oh sing praises to God. Bless God's name, oh sing unto our God a song of prayer, sing praises to the one, sing unto God. Bless God's name, oh sing unto our God a song of prayer, sing praises to the one, sing unto God. Sing unto God, sing a new song, oh sing praises to God, give thanks to God with the song, oh sing praises unto the one above. Rejoice in the Lord, all ye righteous, and cry out to our God with joy, sing out from your hearts, oh sing praises to God. Bless God's name, oh sing unto our God a song of prayer, sing praises to the one, sing unto God. Bless God's name, oh sing unto our God a song of prayer, sing praises to the one, sing unto God. Sing unto God, sing a new song, oh sing, sing unto God, sing a new song, oh sing, sing unto God, sing a new song unto God. Sing a new song to God. Sing a new song to God. Sing a new song to God.
Guess we're
Take a
having
pause. Mic break.
a mic change.
Mic change. It's like, you're watching a real live concert, right? Here we go. It will come. Oh, there. Oh, yeah. You know what? Yep, that's a good idea. We can switch. Yep. So the next, I love this next text. Emanu-El comes from Pirkei Avot. Pirkei Avot is our text. Technically, it's called Ethics of the Fathers. So it's if you want to understand how to really live an ethical life, this is a phenomenal book to delve into. If I am not for myself, who will be for me? If I am only for myself, what am I? And if not now, when? And, right now in this very moment, we have to both be for ourselves and be with everybody else. And then, of course, we have this additional text that comes from our Haggadah, Bechol dor vador Chanavim anu lirut et atzmo ki'ilu hu yatsa miMitzrayim. In every generation, each one must see himself, herself, themselves, as if they went out of Egypt, as if we really experienced moving from slavery to freedom. I think now is the time to put ourselves in those shoes of the Israelite people, to think about how they might have felt, how might it have been to walk in their shoes from wilderness through that ocean.
Matai, Matai. Were they able to hear?
I
Okay.
can hear you.
Okay, great.
Yep. It sounds a little different because it's technically a choir mic, but it's coming through.
So probably in 1997 or 98, Norm Zoller was in charge of having Debbie come to Atlanta. She performed at the Rialto Theater as a Temple Emanu-El event. It was really well attended. We started with the Havdalah that we did tonight. That's Debbie's Havdalah. It's become sort of world known. It's the go-to Havdalah that people use because it's so beautiful. And we started with that. We had maybe 3 or 4 Temple Emanu-El song leaders do that Havdalah that night, and then Debbie did her concert. It was a beautiful concert. Okay, we're going to do double mics. Bring this over. How's this? Better, okay.
There was a concert once. It wasn't the Atlanta concert, although I got to see that program because Norman brought it over to me. She came in on roller skates. Did you ever hear about that concert?
I did not.
Yes, I saw like a little clip of it. I don't know how she came in on roller skates with a guitar because my feet would have slipped right out from under me. But so if you guys are new Hebrew learners, we have got either starting this week or next week or very, very soon in Monday night, Hebrew 101. We're going to give you a little Hebrew lesson right now.
While we're at Emanu-El, we're going to have some fun and sing the Hebrew alphabet, a song for everyone. It's going to be quite simple, 'cause all you have to do is sing the letters after us, then we'll sing after you. Aleph, Bet, Vet,
Aleph, Bet, Bet,
Gimel, Dalet, Hey,
Gimel, Dalet, Hey,
Vav, Zayin, Chet, Tet,
Vav, Zayin, Chet, Tet,
Yud, Kaf, Kaf,
Yud, Kaf, Kaf,
Lamed, Mem, Nun,
Lamed, Mem, Nun,
Samech, Ayin, Pei, Fei,
Samech, Ayin, Pei, Fei,
Sadi, Kuf, Resh,
Sadi, Kuf, Resh,
Shin,
Shin,
Sin,
Sin,
Tav. Let's
learn the Aleph, Bet, simple as it can be. You'll learn the Aleph, Bet, if you sing the letters after me. And us, each letter has a name and a sound that it always makes. Now let's sing this special chorus. We'll have fun, it will not bore us. It's the Aleph, Bet,
Aleph, Bet, Vet,
Aleph, Bet, Bet,
Gimel, Dalet, Hey,
Gimel, Dalet, Hey,
Vav, Zayin, Chet, Tet,
Vav, Zayin, Chet, Tet,
Yud, Kaf, Kaf,
Yud, Kaf, Kaf,
Lamed, Mem, Nun,
Lamed, Mem, Nun,
Samech, Ayin, Pei, Fei,
Samech, Ayin, Pei, Fei,
Sadi, Kuf, Resh,
Sadi, Kuf, Resh,
Shin,
Sin,
Sin,
Shin,
Tav. Let's try it once again.
Practice the Aleph, Bet.
Each time we sing our song,
then the easier the letters get. That's true.
you sing it first this time.
Okay.
Sing out loud, let us hear your voice. We will hear you getting better as you sing each Hebrew letter. It's the Aleph, Bet,
Aleph, Bet, Bet,
Aleph, Bet, Bet,
Gimel, Dalet, Hey,
Gimel, Dalet, Hey,
Vav, Zayin, Chet, Tet,
Vav, Zayin, Chet, Tet,
Yud, Kaf, Kaf,
Yud, Kaf, Kaf,
Lamed, Mem, Nun,
Lamed, Mem, Nun,
Samech, Ayin, Pei, Fei,
Samech, Ayin, Pei, Fei,
Sadi, Kuf, Resh,
Sadi, Kuf, Resh,
Shin, Sin, Tav.
Tav.
Each letter has a name
and a sound it
always makes.
Together they're the Aleph, Bet, the Aleph,
Bet, the Aleph, Bet. sitting in this blender turning brown. What? I've made friends with the onions and the flour, and the cook is counting oil in town. I sit here wondering what will come of me. I can't be eaten looking as I do. I need someone to take me out and cook me, or I'll really end up in a royal stew. I am Laka, I am a Laka, and I am waiting for Hanukkah to come. I am a Laka, I am a Laka, and I am waiting for Hanukkah to come. Every holiday has food so special. I'd like to have that same attention too. I do not want to spend life in this blender, wondering what I'm supposed to do. Matzah and haroset are for Pesach, chopped liver and challah for Shabbat. Litzes on Shavuot are delicious, and gefilte fish no holidays without. I am a Laka, I am a Laka, and I am waiting for Hanukkah to come. I am a Laka, I am a Laka, and I am waiting for Hanukkah to come. Everybody listen to this very special verse. It's important that I have an understanding of what it is that I'm supposed to do. You see, there are many who are homeless, with no jobs, no clothes, and very little food. It's so important that we all remember that while we have most of the things we need, we must remember those who have so little. We must help them, we must be the ones to feed. I am a Laka, I am a Laka, and I am waiting for Hanukkah to come. I am a Laka, I am a Laka, and I am waiting for Hanukkah to come. I am a Laka, I am a Laka, and I am waiting for Hanukkah to come. I am a Laka, I am a Laka, and I am waiting for Hanukkah to come. Woo!
Not by might and not by power,
But by spirit alone, Ruach,
shall
though we all live in peace.
not by might and not by
power, but by spirit alone, Ruach,
shall we all live in peace. The children
sing along, the children dream, and their tears may fall, but we'll hear them call, and another song will rise, another song will rise,
another song will rise. Not by might and not by power,
but by spirit alone, Ruach, shall we all live in peace.
not by might and not by power,
But by spirit alone, Ruach,
shall
we all live in peace.
not by might, not by power. Shalom. Holiday medley.
Holiday medley. I think that was the first Debbie song I ever learned. I think I learned it as a kid. I think I had no idea that it was Debbie Friedman.
Debbie wrote so many songs that had such great meaning. They were full of soul, full of tenderness, and when needed be, they had so much spirit. She wrote the first song that we sang, "This Is the Day." She wrote that for a bar mitzvah, and I actually have done that at a bar mitzvah. And she wrote songs for holidays. She wrote songs for the liturgy for our services. She also wrote beautiful songs with respect for different occurrences in the world. Reb Nachman's Prayer, or You Are the One, is a gorgeous song.
One of my favorites.
Can you hear the guitar now? You are the one, for this I pray, that I may have the strength to be alone, to see the world, to stand among the trees and all the living things, that I may stand alone and offer prayers and talk to you. You are the one to whom I do belong. And I'll sing my soul, I'll sing my soul to you, and give you all that's in my heart.
May all the foliage of the field, all grasses, trees, and plants, waken at my coming, this I pray, and send their life into my words of prayer, so that my speech, my thoughts, and my prayers may be made whole, and through the spirit of all growing things. And we know that everything is one, because we know that everything is you. You are the one, for this I pray. I ask you, God, to hear my prayer, that pour out from my heart. I stand before you. I, like water, lift my hands to you in prayer, and grant me strength, and grant me strength to stand alone. You are the one to whom I do belong. And I'll sing my soul, I'll sing my soul to you, and give you all that's in my heart.
You are the one, for this I pray, and I'll sing my soul to you. So Debbie was probably the first real well-known Nifty song leader. Around that time, there were some other song leaders. There was a guy named Les Bronstein. There was a song leader by the name of David Altschuler, who actually didn't play guitar, but he did song leading. But she really was the origin of great Reform Nifty song leaders. After her came Jeff Klepper, as I mentioned before. There was Dan Nichols.
Danny Nichols.
And
now after Danny Nichols, you've got Alan Gudis,
right.
who is a protege.
Craig Taubman was
Craig
early
Taubman,
on.
Josh Nelson.
Julie Silver.
Julie Silver, you have to check her out on Facebook Live. I mean, she's...
Yeah. And we've had Julie Silver here. We had Dan Nichols here. So they were great song leaders. And And fortunately, they have carried out the tradition, and now there are new song leaders that Cantor knows much better than I do. I knew Debbie and her work in the early years, and Cantor was really fortunate enough to have had a lot of experiences with her in the later years, and learned from her and some of the song leaders that she sort of helped create.
Yep. In fact, Josh Nelson came and did a little fundraiser thing for us my first year here, and then a couple years later we had Alan Gudis, and we've had Alana Arian, who is the daughter of Mary Arian, who's very close friends with Debbie. They're all connected. The world of Jewish music, particularly in the song leading Jewish folk style, is really been completely inspired by Debbie.
Yeah.
Really incredible.
Yafati kumila hine hatzav avar hageshem halach lo hine hatzav avar hageshem halach lo kumila rayati yafati kumila rayati yafati kumila hine hatzav avar hageshem halach lo hine hatzav avar hageshem halach lo kumila rayati yafati kumila rayati yafati kumila.
So, speaking of memories of Debbie, as I pull up our next song here, I have two memories of Debbie, and they're really connected to this next song. Maybe three. One, I was not a guitar player before I went to cantorial school. I picked up a guitar for the first time this summer I got to cantorial school and played 5 courts the whole year, and knew that it was something I needed to do because I had been introduced to this world of amazing, incredible Jewish music that I had never experienced before. And so it was her influence that, really made me, pick up the guitar and say, I've got to learn this, I've got to add this to, who I want to be as a cantor, and to be able to be that flexible. And then I met Debbie very briefly. I met Debbie on the day I did my very first practicum at HUC. It's kind of like a liturgical recital. And I had been paired with this master, Jackie Mendelson, who has been here a couple of times, really a dear teacher and mentor of mine. And so everybody was waiting and watching to see, what is this second-year student going to do? And I dived my way through what was called Me'ain Sheva, which is not really done in our Reform liturgy, but it does exist in conservative and Orthodox liturgy. It's a set of prayers that we say after the silent Amidah. And it involves a very, very fast Kiddush. And you have to, a fast Kaddish Shalem, a complete Kaddish. You have to do it really, really fast. I remember that pressure holding the Kiddush cup while I was saying it. And so my mom and I, after our practicum, were going towards the elevator, and there is Debbie Friedman. Oh my gosh, there is Debbie Friedman. And I was like, Mom, that's Debbie. And she reached out her hand, and she took my hand, and she said, oh my goodness, something like, you were amazing or you were incredible, but it was that human connection. I felt in that moment that we held hands and locked eyes with each other, that she knew me my entire life. I will never, ever forget that moment, and it really speaks to who she was as this prophet, this sweet singer. We call her a sweet singer of Israel. In fact, after she passed away, we renamed HUC, School of Sacred Music, the Debbie Friedman School of Sacred Music. It was a big deal because she was not a cantor. She transformed the way that we pray, and brought just incredible humanity to the work that we do. And this song, When People, I really feel comes out of her soul, and boy, do we need this blessing. It's been a rough week, and Debbie really, I said this yesterday, she had her finger on the pulse of humanity, and she knew how to put words to prayer. So this is When People. This is another one of those songs that we recorded. And the chorus repeats a bunch of times, so I hope you'll join with me. God bless our country and all who lead us. May they be wise and just and fair. God guard our borders, keep us safe and strong. God, keep our country in your loving care. I think I'm singing in the wrong key. We're going to try and get it into the right key. One people, there we go, seeking freedom. One people seeking justice. One people seeking hope. One people seeking peace. God bless our country. Let every race and creed unite in harmony and pride. We'll join together. We'll work hand in hand. We are one people standing side by side. We'll be one people seeking freedom. One people seeking justice. One people seeking hope. One people seeking peace. Let's try that again. One people. We'll be one people seeking freedom. One people seeking justice. One people seeking hope. One people seeking peace. country and all its people. May they be free of hate and war. Lay down your swords and shields. Nations will not fight again, and they will not learn war anymore. We'll be one people seeking freedom, one people seeking justice, one people seeking hope, one people seeking peace. We'll be one people seeking freedom, one people seeking justice, one people seeking hope, one people seeking peace. Keep Jane. One people seeking freedom, one people seeking justice, one people seeking hope, one people seeking peace. One more time. One people seeking freedom, one people seeking justice, one people seeking hope, one people seeking peace. One people seeking freedom, one people seeking justice, one people seeking freedom, one people seeking justice, one people seeking freedom, one people seeking justice, one people seeking freedom, one people seeking freedom, one people seeking peace.
Beautiful, Cantor. How appropriate that song is. It seems like it was written for this time. Really beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Artie.
When we dedicated this sanctuary, when it was renovated years ago and we opened up the chapel, we dedicated and we sang this song during that time. She wrote this, I think, for the
San Diego.
for Temple Emanu-El there, actually.
Yep.
Which was her synagogue. And she was commissioned to write this song when they redid that synagogue.
These are the gifts that we bring. That was me, haha. We may build a holy place. Wondering what you're looking at. This is the spirit that we bring, that we may build a holy place. We will bring all the goodness that comes from our hearts, and the Spirit of God will dwell within.
These are the colors of our dreams we bring to make a holy place. This is the weaving of our lives we bring to make this holy place. We will bring all the goodness that comes from our hearts, and the Spirit of love will dwell within. These are the prayers that we bring, that we may make a holy place. These are the visions that we seek, that we may build this holy place. Let our promise forever be strong. Let our souls rise together in song, that the Spirit of God and the Spirit of love, Shekinah, will dwell within.
I think that's our mission. You know, I was thinking, like, why would that come after one people, right? That's our mission. That's our mission as Jews, especially in this moment, to bring together not just other Jews, but humanity, and make this country, make this whole world a holy place. And who better to do that than the next generation?
And this song also has a Temple Emanu-El meaning for me. The confirmation class, probably 4 or 5 years in a row, chose to sing this song at their confirmation because of the words and because of the meaning it was to them.
Childhood was for fantasies, for nursery rhymes and toys. The world was much too busy to understand small girls and boys. As I grew up, I came to learn that life was not a game, that heroes were just people that we called another name. And the old shall dream dreams, and the youth shall see visions, and our hope shall rise up to the sky. We must live for today, we must build for tomorrow. Give us time, give us strength, give us life. Now I'm grown, the years have passed, I've come to understand there are choices to be made, and my life's at my command. I cannot have a future till I embrace my past. I promise to pursue the challenge, time is going fast. And the old shall dream dreams, and the youth shall see visions, and our hopes shall rise up to the sky. We must live for today, we must build for tomorrow. Give us time, give us strength, give us love.
Today's the day I take my stand, the future's mine to hold. Commitments that I make today are dreams from days of old. I have to make the way for generations come and go. I have to teach them what I've learned, so they will come to know. And the old shall dream dreams, and the youth shall see visions, and the hope shall rise up to the sky. We must live for today, we must build for tomorrow. Give us time, give us strength, give us life. Do that again. And the old shall dream dreams, and the youth shall see visions, and the hope shall rise up to the sky. We must live for today, we must build for tomorrow. Give us time, give us strength, give us life. Give us time, give us strength, give us life. Give us time, give us strength, give us life.
So this is a bar mitzvah memory that I have when I started tutoring kids before I knew I was going to become a cantor. My cantor got pregnant, and she said, "Okay, you're it. You're going to sub for me." And I started singing this to my B'nai Mitzvah students, and it's incredible. Some of them are married now. I'm still young. I didn't age myself. But just this is such an amazing blessing to look at a student and know that they just have their whole life in front of them. And a lot of students I've sung this for, and it means a lot.
Lechi lach to a land that I will show you. lecha to a place you do not know. Lechi lach, on your journey I will bless you, and you shall be a blessing.
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 Lechi lach. Lechi lach, and I shall make your name great. Lech lecha, and all shall praise your name. Lechi lach, to the place that I will show you. Lesimchat chayim.
Lesimchat chayim.
Lesimchat chayim.
Lesimchat chayim.
Lesimchat chayim. Lechi lach. Lechi lach, to a land that I will show you. Lech lecha, to a place you do not know. Lechi lach, on your journey I will bless you. Lesimchat chayim. Lesimchat chayim.
Lesimchat chayim.
Lesimchat chayim. Lechi lach.
And you shall be a blessing. You shall be a blessing. And you shall be a blessing.
Lechi lach. Here it is. Here's that song, Oseh Shalom. So instead of Bim Romav, that was drilled into me by all of Debbie's third-year students. Remember, Bim Romav.
We'll sing
Here
it
we
like
go.
that. And think about when we sing the song, how many songs we have sung in our services that belong to Debbie. This song, Misha Berach, which is undoubtedly an international known song sung not only by Reformed congregations, but other congregations also. Beautiful melody.
It's traditional now.
Yeah.
It's a part of the trad.
Yeah.
Oseh Shalom, Bim Romav, Hu Ya'aseh Shalom Aleinu.
Ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imeru Amen. Oseh Shalom b'imromav Hu ya'aseh Shalom Aleinu. Ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imeru Amen. Oseh Shalom b'imromav Hu ya'aseh Shalom Aleinu. Ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imeru Amen. Oseh Shalom b'imromav Hu ya'aseh Shalom Aleinu. Ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imeru Amen. Oseh Shalom b'imromav Hu ya'aseh Shalom Aleinu. Ve'al kol
Ve'immeru.
Amen. Oseh shalom bimromav uyaseh shalom. Hallelujah. Ve'al Yisrael ve'immeru. Amen.
We did it. We did it. So before we close with our Tefillat HaDerech, our blessing for all of us as we move through this next time together, I have to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you a million times. Thank you, Artie. I mentioned yesterday, it's been a while since we've gotten to collaborate, and I've just really, really enjoyed it, and I can't wait to do it again. And hopefully, maybe we'll have one more before I go off and become a mom. Maybe in March we'll figure out a date. And thank you so much to Stephen and to Mark. I've been here all day with you guys and last night with you guys, and thank you to all of you at home watching. It's been a pleasure to be with you, and so I'm going to give you a little plug. Have to give you a plug. Coming up at the end of February is Purim. And of course, we are going to do something super duper special. We are going to do a virtual talent show. Some of you have signed up. If you have not signed up, please sign up. You can do any act. You can play the piano. You can sing. You can tell jokes. You can bake. I know we have a couple of bakers. It's going to be super duper duper fun. It is our chance to be a little silly and, of course, to be together as a community on Purim and just bring some laughter into this year. So please check it out online, and I will be calling you. So sign up. And Artie, what do we have for our last piece together?
Cantor, thank you for having me join you tonight.
Absolutely.
It's been a real pleasure. And it's a great way to honor Debbie Friedman. And listen to these words as you sing them. They're fantastic words.
May we be blessed as we go on our way. May we be guided in peace.
May we
be blessed with health and joy. May this be our blessing. Amen. 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 May this be our blessing. Amen. Amen. May this be our blessing. Amen. May we be sheltered by the wings of peace. May we be kept in safety and in love. May grace and compassion find their way to every soul. May this be our blessing. Amen. 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 May this be our blessing. Amen. Lila Tov, everyone. See you very, very soon.
Laila Tov, Shavua Tov.
Shavua Tov.